Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita as it is. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from the second chapter, contents of the Gita summarized, verse number 42 to 43. Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadhyantya vipaschita vedavada rata partha Nanyad astiti vadina Kamatmana swargapara Janma karma falapradam Kriya vishesha bahulam Bhogaishwarya gatim prati. Men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets, result in good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous of sense gratification and opulent life, they say that there is nothing more than this. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. People in general are not very intelligent, and due to their ignorance, they are most attached to the fruitive activities recommended in the Karma Kanda portion of the Vedas. They do not want anything more than sense gratificatory proposals for enjoying life in heaven, where wine and women are available and material opulence is very common. In the Vedas, many sacrifices are recommended for elevation to the heavenly planets, especially the Jyotisoma sacrifices. In fact, it is stated that anyone desiring elevation to heavenly planets must perform these sacrifices, and men with poor fund of knowledge think that this is the whole purpose of Vedic wisdom. It is very difficult for such inexperienced persons to be situated in the determined action of Krishna consciousness. As fools are attached to the flowers of poisonous trees, without knowing the result of such attractions, unenlightened men are similarly attracted by such heavenly opulence and the sense enjoyment thereof. So here Srila Prabhupada is telling us about the Vedic Karma Kanda rituals. Vedas, the majority of the contents of the Vedas is for elevating a fallen man to higher state of consciousness, and therefore you see, people are mostly 99%, they are consumed by sense gratificatory pursuits. For them, life is all about sense gratification, and that is the primary reason why we are imprisoned in this body. Even though we are spirit souls, we are imprisoned in this body, and we are imprisoned in the material world, always being controlled by the three modes of material nature, namely tamas, rajas, and sattva. It is nearly impossible to go beyond these three modes, and the primary reason for that is our desire for sense gratification. So keeping that in mind, Vedas are written for gradual elevation of a person in these three modes towards higher state of consciousness. Therefore, the majority of Vedas instruct us for fruitive actions. As has been said before, if you desire this thing, this is what you should do. If you desire that thing, this is what you should do. And it is called Karma Kanda section of the Vedas. So here Lord Sri Krishna is telling the same thing, that men of little intelligence get interested in the Karma Kanda rituals because they are interested in sense gratification. In the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas, it is said, Apama Somam Amrita Abhuma and Akshayam Havai Chaturmasya Yajna Sukritam Bhavati. In other words, those who perform the 4-month penance become eligible to drink the Somarasa beverages to become immortal and happy forever. Chaturmasa. Now we are going through Chaturmasa. This is the 2nd month of Chaturmasa, and these 4 months are said to be very auspicious for spiritual activities, and any spiritual activity done during these months are said to give tremendous results. So here in Vedas it says that those who do penances during the 4 months of Chaturmasa are eligible to drink the Somarasa beverage to become immortal and happy forever. So even on earth, some are very eager to have Somarasa to become strong and fit to enjoy sense gratification. Such persons have no faith in liberation from material bondage, and they are very much attached to the pompous ceremonies of Vedic sacrifices. They are generally sensual, and they do not want anything other than the heavenly pleasures of life. It is understood that there are gardens called Nandana Kanana in which there are good opportunity for association with angelic, beautiful women and having a profuse supply of Somarasa wine. Such bodily happiness is certainly sensual, then therefore there are those who are purely attached to such material temporary happiness as lords of the material world. So this section talks about the general population which is only interested in sense gratification, and nothing wrong in sense gratification per se. However, the problem with sense gratification is that it binds you in the cycle of birth and death, and senses can never be satisfied. Number one, you can try to satisfy them, but it is against the nature of the senses to be satisfied. So you will spend millions and millions of lifetimes in the futile pursuit of sense gratification because senses can't be gratified. It is like trying to fill a bottomless well with water because it has no bottom. How much ever you fill into it, it will still hanker for more. Senses are like that. And therefore, right from the lowest lowest plane of the material world to the highest plane, which is the Brahmaloka, in all these planes, you have the Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, the cycle of birth and death and disease and old age. The only way to get out of this cycle is to take to Krishna consciousness, because Krishna consciousness is in the absolute plane. It is not in the Traigunya, the Sattva, Raja, Tamo, Guna cycle. Whatever activities you do in the Traigunya circle keeps you in the material world. When you come out of the three gunas, when you work in the absolute plane, which is the plane of devotion, you are out of the cycle of birth and death. So sense gratification per se, sense enjoyment is not bad, but the problem with that, it keeps you bound to the material world. So people generally want just to have a good time. Not many. Manushyanam Sahasreshu, out of millions of people, there will be 1 or 2 people who are really interested in spiritual progress. Generally, people just want to have a good time, and there are Vedic rituals for that. सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Basically, that's what everyone wants. Sukh Sampati Ghar Aave. Opulence comes to the house. Kashtamite Tankai. Our bodily discomfort goes away. That's it. So, not very few rare people want to really come out of this cycle of birth and death. And Krishna consciousness is for those people. So this verse was verse number 42 and 43. Now we move to verse number 44. Bhogaishvarya prasaktanam taya pahrita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samadho na vidhiyate. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, and those who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. Purport: Samadhi means fixed mind. The Vedic dictionary, the Nirupti, says Samyak adhiyate smin atma tattva yadhatmyam. Quote, when the mind is fixed for understanding the self, it is said to be in samadhi. Samadhi is never possible for persons interested in material sense enjoyment and bewildered by such temporary things. There they are more or less condemned by the process of material energy. So those who are fixed on sense enjoyment, it's not going to be an easy journey for them, and they are bewildered by the Maya or the material energy of the Lord, and in their mind the determination for devotional service does not take place. So people who are caught up with enjoying themselves don't think about spiritual advancement, and it is only for the very rare few individuals. With that, I stop this video. We've finished verse number 44. Hope you've understood something and benefited in some way. Please give a thumbs up. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe to the channel. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. See you next time. Till then, Hare Krishna.